Well, it's not a bad Wednesday afternoon. It looks a bit hazy out, and this morning I could feel, when I was outside, I could feel the odd spot of rain. But actually it's not that bad, so I thought, yeah, I'll go outside. And also, you might hear the neighbours, because we've got a field of sheep round. Oh, they've moved on there now. You won't be able to see them unless they pass the fence. There's like wire fencing there. So if they walk past, you might see them. And if they bleat, you'll hear them, because they're dead noisy. Anyway, I thought I'd update you on my whips, although I did give a little break to the 10 stitch blanket for a few days and the Scuddy for a few days, because they're quite big and I just need to just give it a rest for a short while. But I have still made a bit of progress. 10 stitch blanket, I'm on the colour again. What else do you get for Christmas? Right, so I'm approaching another corner, so I started there, I'm approaching another corner. Can you hear the bleating? Dead noisy. And as for sewing in the ends, I said I was going to do it in my last project video. Well, I did, as you can see. See these ridges here? All the ridges where the joins are. I took advantage of them and sewed them in there to hide them. So if you're wondering why there's like, yeah, okay. And I can actually sew that in now. Maybe I should have went upstairs and did it inside, never mind. So I can actually sew them in now. No, that's ready. But these will have to wait till the white one comes around, so it's got somewhere to hide. But yeah, the rest of it, I did it. I said I was going to do it and I did it. Let's see. Put it on film for the world to witness, and I can't back down then, can I? Right, so that's that done. So there's a little bit progress there. And I'll show you a bit the Scuddy. I can't actually show you the length. I'm on the second ball of yarn for the Scuddy, and I think obviously it's going to take 2, isn't it? I'm well past 100 and so many rows and all that. And I've had to roll it up like a Swiss roll because it was just twisting and driving me nuts. So that's it so far. But it's going on. And at least I know where it'll look like when it's finished, because Zoe's finished hers in that colour as well. But she's had a lot of practice, hasn't she? So I needed a break and I wanted to finish something, so what I was concentrating on was this. It's a scarf. Hang on, that's a scarf. Yeah. So it changes colour. Some of you, if you're my Facebook friend or if you see me, if we're connected on Google Plus, you would have seen the picture of me modelling that. I took that photo myself, you know. That's dead clever, isn't it? I used one of them selfie pods, the sticks, with an extendable arm, and I've got this like little remote. It works on both my iPod Touch and my phone, my Android phone. And so I had my arms down by my side quite naturally, and you couldn't tell. So I was really quite pleased with that selfie, rather than one going like this where you have to do the duck face. You know. Anyway, so that scarf, what prompted that was, I don't know if it's new, but there's a Facebook group called Crochet UK, so I joined it, and I don't even know how I managed to see it, because I certainly wasn't looking for it, it must have just appeared somehow. And somebody, because it's mainly the UK, why is that camera shaking? Because it's mainly the UK, a lot of the yarns that have been talked about are actually available in the UK quite easily. And somebody had started a road trip scarf, which looks interesting, so I might do one of them at some point. And they mentioned it was yarn from Wilkinson's, and I thought, well, I've got yarn from Wilkinson's. I know I've got some plain and I've got that assigned to something, but I've got some other yarn in the living room, which meant it wasn't assigned to anything. I wonder if it's the same type. So I went and got it out, and yes, it was the same type. It was Yarn Fair stripes, but just a different colour. And that's what that is. There's nobody in the house, it's just me. Just noises everywhere. So that's the changing colours. And that stitch, I didn't follow a pattern. I just grabbed my stitch book and picked honeycomb stitch out which required multiples of 5 plus 2, so I thought, well, 22 is a nice size, and sure enough it was. That's the scarf. So I'm quite pleased with that. Nice colours. It's me shaking it when I press things and push things on the table. Right, my husband, I don't know what I was looking at. I was showing my husband something and he spotted something. Was that how it happened? I showed him a picture. I showed him a picture of one thing and he spotted the other, or unless I showed him a picture of this anyway, I don't know. But I don't even know how I managed to see that. It's a cherry pie. Crochet. And you can actually get it through Ravelry, but it takes you to the link which somebody posted a pattern on a forum. The forum is called craftster.org, and the person's name, the name on the forum is Pseudo Scorpion, but she has a different name on Ravelry. I assume it's a she. Oh yeah, is it Julie? Somebody? Yeah, it's she then. It's cherry pie, and my husband said, "Would you make me one, please?" Anyway, he's actually given me some money to replace my supplies. So I'll show you what I've done so far. There's the bottom pastry crust. And it's not standing up at the moment, but it will do. It'll stand up like that. When it's all sewn together, it'll be fine. There's the back, so you can see the lovely ripples. Yeah, and this will be the top pastry, which is the end. That's it. So I think it'll go like that on the pie. And I've done one part of the filling, I just need to do the other part and then stuff the whole thing. So it's bobble stitch for the cherries. And I've used worsted yarn, and I was starting to think, gosh, I wish this crochet hook could bend. I was trying to do the bobble. I've done it. Dry leaf. I've done them randomly, like it said. So I'm going to do another one of these. And then you sew it all together and stuff it, and you have to make sure you stuff the bubbles as well. And then you can have this cherry pie. Yeah, so it's totally random, but it was a nice break, so I'll just finish that off. I've got some crochet hooks. I don't need any more hooks, but they were beautiful. I got them from, there's a Facebook page called Ronnie's Rockets, and he makes crochet hook handles. So I don't know if you've seen a picture of them. I took a picture and I sent them a thank you on the Facebook page. So one's a 4mm and one's a 5mm. Let's see if we can get these the right way. Can you see the numbers on the bottom there? It's lovely, it's really smooth. And I've had a little go with them, and I'm really happy. They're gorgeous, feels so nice. So yeah, it's a novel thing, but it's really, really nice. I quite like the wooden ones all the way through, you know, I think it's Brittany Birch, they look really nice. I wonder what they like to use. But yeah, I just thought I'd try them, they look lovely. So 10 stitch blanket scuddy, honeycomb scarf and cherry pie. I think that's it. Well, that's alright, and I'm so glad I managed to do this outside. It's me, I'm shaking the camera, sorry. I hope I've got anti-shake on or whatever it is. Christina, I haven't forgotten about you, honestly. I keep getting interrupted. You would not believe that the amount of times I settle down, I might get a couple of sentences out and then something happens and I have to stop doing what I'm doing. When I get back to it, I have to get into the zone and it's just, I keep getting interrupted, it's horrible. And because the constant interruptions over the years, I'm so used to being interrupted, I don't have a concentration span anymore. It's just gone. Because I'm expecting to be interrupted, and then sometimes I interrupt myself. I'm clever at that. So it's driving me mad, but no, I haven't forgotten about you, dear, honestly. What else was I going to say? I downloaded that pattern for the fish, lips, kiss, heel, is that right? Because I thought, you know, I started those two at a time socks in the proper yarn size, and I wasn't happy with the tester socks with how the cuff ended, the join at the end, and I thought maybe I'll try cuff down. So I've downloaded that pattern for the heel, and I've measured my foot and everything. It took days for the black marker pen to disappear off my foot. I was washing them, my feet as well, but yeah, it took a few days. I just need to find a sock pattern, just to, not necessarily pattern, just something to practice with, to try that out, because it looks really easy, but really clever. I've got yoga tonight. I haven't been for many weeks because it's term time only, so that should be good. And yes, somebody asked me about, you know, the ice bucket challenge. I did donate. It wasn't to ALS, it was to MND, motor neuron disease, which is another name for ALS. So I did that through the UK website, through their Just Giving page. It's dead noisy outside, isn't it? It's not the sheep, it's the road. Yeah, so enjoy the rest of your week, everyone, and enjoy the weekend, and hopefully I'll be able to speak with you next week, and maybe I'll do a bit more. I don't know, I need another finished project to show you, because that'd be nice, wouldn't it? Rather than a whip. Alright, take care everyone. Bye.